So here we are, it's the last afternoon at the Triathlon Show, Sandown Park, and I'm sat on the sofa now with Ain-Alar Juhanson, winner of Ironman Lanzarote and now from TriSmile. Afternoon.
Hello, afternoon. Yeah.
Has it been a good weekend for you here?
Oh yeah, it's busy like always. We've been here 2 years ago as well, and we really like the British market because they're really welcoming new events, and that's why we're here to introduce a new race going on in Tartu, my hometown.
Okay, so you started that race last year?
Yeah, we came to the idea as a mayor of Tartu. I actually came to Triathon Estonia to race it, and he just came after the race to me and said, Ain, can you bring something similar to Tartu as well? Because we really love the spirit about triathlon. It's family friendly, it welcomes everybody and keeps people moving, you know. And then we put it together the race in middle of town, a classic Olympic distance race, and it's really in the center of town together with medieval festival called Hanseatic Days, which brings more than 80,000 people to the town. So basically combining these two events, we have a race, Olympic distance race, swimming downstream, really nice and easy, some nice old town streets for biking and running, and then again we have 80,000 people watching you, so it's really working out well.
Wow, and what's the weather like in Estonia in July? Is it? I guess it gets quite hot, does it?
In July it's good, yeah, but right now it's -10, so we have plenty of snow. We had just snowstorm, but in July, June, and August as well, we have a really nice 3 months summer. It's not long, but the temperature is around 20 to 30, so it's not very hot. It will still be a wetsuit swim, but as it is in a river, but the water temperatures are around 18 to 20, so it's quite okay.
So I guess it must make life a lot easier for you when the mayor wants to have the race, because does he arrange for all the roads to be closed?
Well, to be honest, the doors are more open for sure, but still it doesn't open all the doors. We still have to work out the deals with sponsors and find the good solutions for public transport and make sure that all the city people can still do their everyday stuff. So, because if you bring a race like this or Olympic distance in a center of town, it's gonna create some differences on a regular traffic, because we have to close few roads and we have to explain a lot where people could go and where not. So it's been a process, but as we've done it already last year, and people were quite happy about it, and we're really confident that this year, when we have on top of this Tartu Mill Triathlon, we're going to have a European Cup on the next following day on a sprint distance, that we're going to manage to have a good kind of relationship with the city people.
So you've done quite well there then to get a European Cup race in your second year. That's unusual.
Well, yeah. Well, last year we invited Eugene Kraus from ITU to come and watch, to be as a technical delegate to watch how we do it, and he really liked it. And he said he feels that we're in the right direction. We still need to progress, and we actually said that our long-term goal is to bring actually a World Cup race in Tartu, because we believe that's what really helps to grow triathlon community in Estonia as well, to have a high-level race and to see maybe some of the Estonians to go and have a crack in a World Cups as well. So he was happy with the race, and we actually had end of January a European Championships in winter triathlon as well, what we organized. So we already have one experience working with ITU and knowing what the regulations are and what's they waiting from us. So we're quite happy with it.
Okay, so you're going to be part race director now. Tell us a little bit about TriSmile.
Well, TriSmile is it's a fun thing, you know. I came to this idea when I had my last race in Kona. It's 2009. The problem was, if maybe some of the triathletes will remember, I had a problem with a main sponsor who bankrupt because of financial crisis. So we came up with the idea that I went to the national TV. I got 3 minutes time, and I said that, well, I have this stream. I've been following this stream last 10 years, training like hell and trying to be world champion. And now I'm in a situation in September that in 1 month's time I have another opportunity to really go and do it in Hawaii, but there's no money, and because my main sponsor bankrupt. And well, we got like 1,000 people to sign up and support me, and they financed my next season as well. So in a way I carried 1,000 people in my shirt, and we call them as a TriSmile team. And the TriSmile comes from this event, and also it represents call what it is, triathlon smiling faces. So it's a kind of how to say, motivation for us to make sure that people who are joining the triathlon community say really happy and welcoming everybody. So that's why we do the things.
Wow, that's a fantastic idea. Nice that everybody has a little share of your performance, really.
Yeah. Well, it really worked out well. I mean, it was hard to go in national TV and say out that, well, I really need help. You know, it kind of, you could took it as somebody's putting a hat out. You know. But then again, people really understood that I really made an effort 10 years to really go for it, and they understood that the situation in financially is really bad in the country. So they really came along, and we got some really good connections with all these 1,000 people, and they still follow me. So it's really good.
So most people will remember you as the biggest professional triathlete that they've ever seen, particularly, and one that won races as well. You won Ironman Lanzarote, and I mean that, you know, the hills aren't that big there, and I guess with the power you had, you could pretty much go over them in the big ring, could you?
Oh, well, to be honest, my usual training session in before Ironman Lanzarote involved Ironman bike course, which doing it with a big ring just to have a power enough. But not anymore nowadays. Yes, I was heaviest winner of Ironman, and I'm still am, because nobody have won Ironman with 97 kilos, you know. It's a bit of the weight to carry on with 9 hours, you know.
That's funny, because Chris McCormack always says he was the heaviest man to win in Kona at about 77 kilos.
You see now, 20 kilos difference. But I mean, yeah, Kona has been always my call when I was professional, but it was just too hot for me and too humid.
Did you once have the fastest? Do you still have the fastest bike split in Kona? You did at one stage, I think.
I did a 2008 fastest bike split in Kona, but nowadays people are going much faster. So and I think the Armand Circuit is actually changing, because a lot of short distance guys coming over, and the front end in a bike is so tight that it's actually basically 30 people entering the transition area almost together. So when I finished, it was still kind of every man from themselves, but now it's almost, I can't say it's drafting, but it's just kind of almost riding together with some people.
To make it fairer, they should really have had a Clydesdale professional division for you and Torbjorn and a couple of the other guys.
Well, yeah, that would be good, but I actually raced in Australia in a short distance once, and they measured everybody before the start. It was just a simple race, Gatorade race, and they said, "Oh, you're 100 kilos, you're a Clydesdale." And then after the race, they put me in a stage and said, "Well, you're a winner of Clydesdale Division," you know. I said, "Well, I'm still a professional, you know. I would be easily to race on my own, you know." But by the end of the day, I think everybody has their own weight and their own size, and they should be just happy what they are, because I've tried to go down really. With the best I got was 87 kilos, and I really got sick. I mean, my immune system went, and it's really difficult. And the sport we do, we really need a little more than just muscles. We really need protection.
You have to start off with health first, don't you? Before you can't get fit without being healthy, I don't think.
I agree, because to be able to race Ironman, you have to train quite a lot, and this training needs some good immune system that your body can carry on, and therefore I believe that triathletes can't go really extremely low. There is a few examples, like maybe Chrissy Wellington and Ryler brothers, who are really low in a fat percentage, but the general amount, like Chris McCormack said, that he was the heaviest guy in Kona, because he always believes that there must be a little bit extra. You can't be really thin.
So you're coaching in Estonia, you're promoting races. Probably isn't much time for you to be a professional triathlete now, but I guess you still train. You look like you're in good shape.
Well, I'm just nice tan. I was in a training camp in Clydesdale, Lanzarote, and we had 2 weeks with Jeff Cook doing bike weeks, and right now we're doing a long distance triathlon camp. It's actually going on right now. I just had 2 days off. We'll go back tonight, and tomorrow we have a still camp going. So 4 weeks in Lanzarote, I've been able to train a bit. But back home, to be honest, my new challenges as a race organizer and the club owner and the coach takes quite a bit of time, because that's all the projects I do by myself, and I also have a nice family, 1 year and 6 months old daughter. So I really, my training is not any more professional, and I do it when I really have a time. So back home it means maybe once a week or twice a week. So
you're now having to do all the balancing work that the rest of the age groupers are doing. So are we going to see you racing again then?
Well, yeah. Well, I actually, that's a big news for my friends and also people around me who know how little I have been training the last 6 months. That I signed up 3 days ago for Ironman Lanzarote, this time as age grouper. Sorry guys, but I am really an age grouper. I still have hairy legs, and I don't train so much. So this 4 weeks been really good, the base work, and now I go home and start working again.
So you go. What age are you now, Ain?
36, so 35, 39 age group.
Okay, so if you won your age group, would you take the Kona slot and go there as an age grouper?
That's actually the reason I'm doing it, because wife said we had our honeymoon in Hawaii after Ironman Hawaii. It was 4 years ago, and now my wife said, well, she really would like to go back in Hawaii, and I said, well, we are not going just for travel, you know. We go only when there is a reason. So, and she said, well, you have to qualify then, you have to go there, and so now the family vacation is on stake, so I better get my ass moving.
And what's the record? What's the age group record for you in Lanzarote? Do you know?
I think it's 9:15 or 9:20. It's really fast, because that's one of the fastest age groups as well. So as much as I looked in a previous year's times, I need to do about 9:30, which is about 50 minutes slower than my very, very best, which is really hard for me right now. I reckon the run will be really killer, because I'm heavy, and I haven't been running as much as I would like to, and this marathon at the end of the Ironman would be the decisive moment.
Wow, well, wish you all the best with that. It'd be really interesting to see the difference between professional times and age group times, and but it's great to see you still in the sport, and I'm sure everybody's going to love you racing out there, seeing you at the finish line, and maybe we'll see you in Kona.
Thank you very much, and I hope so.
Yeah, and listen, good luck with the race in Estonia. Hope that all goes well for you in the European Cup, and thanks for dropping by today.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Bye.